Good morning. I hope you guys are having a nice weekend. For the last few days, I haven't done any updates. I was working on the engine, trying to get the engine all assembled. I stumbled across a problem when I was putting the engine mounts on the engine. Originally, the way the kit is, the engine mounts, as you can see, are shaped like that. Like this is where the engine, mount mounts to the engine, and arm comes out and puts the mount into a very awkward V shape, which is pointing towards the crankcase of the engine. So if you look at this drawing here, this is the crankcase, that's the mount, and it comes out and goes in, but the actual cradle is supposed to be like that, and there's no way this mount or that side will mount on it, and this is for the front part, and you can see it very clearly how these are designed. So initially I glued them on, and when I tested, there was no way the mount would fit on, these mounts would sit on these cradles right here on these points of the main engine mount cradle. So what I had to do, I had to modify them, and I had to put them on a right angle. If you look closely, let me zoom this up a little bit more. Okay, so now you can see the mount is on a 90-degree angle, which is just coming out of the crankcase and then going straight down on a 90-degree instead of making that V coming in towards the engine. So what I had to do is I had to put them in a angle and cut the mount out just like that. This is the part that was attached to, was part of the body of the mount, which I had to cut. So because this was the original angle, and you can see when I put this mount actually, instead of going to in 90-degree, it actually goes into a V and comes out just like these guys are. You can see it just like that. So there was no way it was gonna happen, and it needed to be like this. So once I did my cutting, and I am putting them on, so now they will easily go onto the engine cradle where the engine is mounted, and these mounts will sit right where they're supposed to be on the engine cradle. So this is a area that needs your expertise, and by no means this kit is a beginner's kit or even an intermediate kit. You need a lot of experience to build this kit, and I'll show you how the engine is. You can see it now. I got the oil pump and fuel pump on it, and the cylinders are on it. This is the right side. The back mount is there. So on the left side, if I turn, you can see the same, but you will see a difference. I ended up putting those push rods tubes on it, and I shouldn't have done that, but I did, because when you're gonna see the final product, you will see there's a black part of the painted onto these cylinders, which is taped over with the Tamiya tape. As you can see, a bit of a tape there on the back one. So I have to take that out, but I'm not going to do that until I assemble that back housing, the water pump housing and the oil cooler there onto the back of this engine right there, and then paint the whole engine again with gold. And once it's done, then I'm gonna take it out, and I'll take those tapes out and put those tubes on the right side, because they are presently sitting in this canister right there. As you can see, the white ones are the new ones, and the gold ones are the old ones, so I'll be using the white ones. So this is it, and the mount is the cradle is looking pretty good, and this is for the back engine. It might need some adjustment where the engine engine mount sits on these brackets here on the cradle, but I'll worry about that when I get to that stage. So for now, I'm still working on the engine, as you guys can see, and it's coming along very nicely. and you know, it's a very complicated engine, as you can see, and I hope you guys like it because there's a lot of work that went into it already. Alright guys, have a nice day and have a nice weekend. Take care. Bye bye.